Hey guys, Mark and Twan here. If you're looking at this video, you want to know how you could close more people into your network marketing business and duplicate the process. Real quick, why you should listen to me. I've been able to consistently hit the leaderboards for both leads and sales for months now at this point. Here are the top closing questions. You want to ask these questions, but you do not want to ask them rapid fire right one after the other. You want to actually build a conversation and build rapport. You're going to start off, what do you do for work? Oh, cool, cool, cool. How long you been doing that for? Hey, you must love it, huh? And really, at this point, you want them to get them to either ask you questions back or even say, hey, you know what? I really don't love what I'm doing right now. I'm looking for something else where I could even spend more time with my family, that kind of thing. You're really trying to find out exactly what the pain point is. Have you ever considered doing anything different? And then at this point, you want to make sure that you've built a rapport. You want to talk to the person long enough where you're building a relationship. Again, the point here is not to close the person into what you're doing, but it's to get to know the person and to take notes on exactly what they're going through and really relate to them and their situation. Have you ever considered doing anything different? This may or may not be from you, but based on what you shared with me, so that means that they've shared something with you where it makes sense for you to go into this question. But based on what you shared with me, you may want to take a look at what I do, especially since it won't interfere time wise with any of your commitments. If you're open to taking a look, awesome. If not, no big deal. So you just go ahead and say it just like that, and you fill them out, and you try to see exactly what the next move should be. You'll get a good feel for this, whether they're ready for the next step. And that next step is to say, hey, here's my number. Give me a call if you have any questions. What's yours so I know who's calling me? What that's going to do is then at that point you exchange numbers and you create a time where you guys can get on a phone call. The key here is that you're offering a helping hand and you're building rapport. You're not trying to close anybody at this moment, and you're really trying to build that relationship that is going to be a long-term relationship anyway if that person is going to become an eventual business partner. So when the person gives you their number, that's a very high quality lead. That means that person wants to hear from you and wants to hear exactly what you have to say. 80 to 90% are going to already be in the MLM or business opportunity. 30% are actually happy with that opportunity, and 60 to 70% are not going to be married to their current MLM. So they do have a pain point that then you can offer your solution, which is going to be either your MLM or a marketing system. I have, so you're going to find three types of leads: people who love their company, people who are struggling, people who are like, MLM, what's that? Okay, so here's a sample script, a sample conversation of how it could go. Hey, Mary, this is Mark Antoine from Savannah, Georgia. How are you? Okay, awesome, awesome, cool. Wow, yeah. So then after that point, you're gonna hop into exactly what you guys discussed on Facebook and in regards to their pain point. So in our conversation, you share with me that you've been struggling to generate leads online. Is that correct? If you call the person and let's say they don't answer, you could follow up with this text message. Hey Mary, it's Mark Antoine from Savannah, Georgia. I noticed that you opted into one of my websites about generating leads online. I still wanted to see if you needed help with that. Are you free to chat? Just send them that text something like that. Here's some open-ended questions you want to ask when you actually get the person on the phone. Are you currently building a network marketing business or are you looking for one? If they say yes, you say, okay, what company? How long have you been with them? How's that going? You could also continue saying, how are you currently marketing your business online? That's actually a better way to phrase that. What do you think is missing right now in your business that's holding you back from taking that growth? If you had the right guidance and mentorship, do you think you would be able to make better sales than you are right now? And you just want to get them to start saying yes, and then get to the next point where you're scheduling a time for them to actually see a presentation. At that point, whether now you're gonna we'll get into it in the next slide, but you're choosing whether they're satisfied with their company or whether they're looking for a new opportunity or whether they're looking for a way to generate leads. So those three things, that's the scope you're kind of asking these questions under to see exactly where the person is at. If they say no, what have you heard about network marketing? So what has you in the position right now where you want to work from home? And then that's again going to help bring up that pain point that you're going to be able to go back to in the case of any objections. You want to connect with the lead and discover the need. So you want to discover exactly what they need and how your product or service is the solution to that problem. So you want to utilize feel, felt, found. Now I know a lot of people have heard this already, but it does really work. So I understand completely where you're at. I mean, I was there where I was talking to the mailman and the bus driver, the lady who lived down the street, and the one who crossed the street to avoid me. And I completely understand where you're at. I went and crossed the street right back, talked to her, say, "Hey, how you doing? Let's take a look." And I got little or no results. So I completely understand. But here's what I found. Then I was able to take my business online. Somebody showed me some marketing skills where now I'm able to generate 10 to 20 or more red hot leads a day, and some people sign up into my business on autopilot. So imagine how that would feel. So just so that's how you could utilize feel, felt, found. That's a good example of how to utilize that. You're giving hope for the future and found, and you're relating and empathizing with feel and felt. You want to put them on the path to either, again, your business opportunity, which means they're not really satisfied with their company, to look for something else, or their marketing system. They're satisfied with their company, but they want an opportunity to generate more leads and more sales. So the business opportunity route. Hey Mary, I understand how you feel. I felt the same way. I was there. I was hunting people down, hunting down family and friends, and getting little or no response. What I found is with the company I'm building now, all I have to do is get people on a nice webinar, and really that takes care of the rest. They usually reach back out to me. I talk to them, and then I see if they're open to continuing to the next step. Would you be open to taking a look at a new company that doesn't have the same obstacles that you're experiencing now? If you go in the marketing system route, again, this is from the questioning from before, you'll know exactly which route to take them. Hey, Mary, I understand how you felt. I felt the same way too. I was left in the no friends left zone because I had made my list of 100 people, then I made five more lists of another 100 people and another 100 people. And I was getting little or no results, not making much traction. Then I found a system where I was just a beginner and I started to generate 10 to 20 real leads per day. And these people were people who were actually interested in just doing business. So you just put them on the path. And then after you do that, you want to schedule the follow up and presentation. So how soon can you be in front of a computer? Okay, 2 o'clock, awesome. So then by 2:30, you should have already looked at the video by then, right? Okay, cool, cool, cool. So I'll send you the link. Yeah, I'll expect that you have looked at it by 2 o'clock, and then by 2:30, I'll go ahead and follow up, and we'll see where we're at. So you schedule the time to follow up. Okay. After you do that, then you're gonna go through this process. So there's gonna be a percentage of people who do not answer your phone call. So this is how you do that. First voicemail. Hey Mary, I know we scheduled for 2 o'clock today. Give me a call back when you get the chance. Simple. First message is simple, easy. A lot of us will do that. Now the next two messages, even when I first started, probably went through my first 200 leads before I even started using these next two messages, just because out of not feeling comfortable using them. But I tell you, they work. These messages absolutely work in getting a higher percentage of people to reach back out to you. So I recommend using them. I mean, you might feel some kind of way. I'll read them so you understand why you might feel like it's just a little bit aggressive, but it's definitely effective. Okay. Hey, Mary, just following up about our scheduled call. Hope everything is okay. By the way, if you saw the video and it's just not a fit for you, just let me know so we can stop playing phone tag. Say it with tonality, and you want to say it just like that because people they'll feel like you're counting them out, and people don't want to be counted out. And for the same reasons, when you 48 hours later, you could leave this kind of message. Hey Mary, left you a couple messages, haven't heard back from you. I'm gonna assume it's not a good fit for you, which is cool, but I'm gonna mark you off my list and never call you again. Okay, people don't want to be counted out, so they'll definitely prompt more people to reach back out to you. You want to follow up like a pro. So what that is having a schedule, either where you're writing things down or you have an actual customer relationship manager to track everything. We want to follow up and schedule a time. If they've watched the video, what did you like most about what you saw? Agree with anything positive, don't agree with anything they say that's negative at this point. You want to just bring them back to their pain point and offer your product or service as a solution. Be real solution oriented here on this last conversation. You want to get them into an imaginative state. Okay, cool. Well, you told me you were struggling to get leads. So imagine what it would be like getting 15 to 20 laser targeted leads per week. How would that change your business? Imagine how it would feel once you've attained that car, once you've attained that house. Imagine how your spouse would feel if you lost those 20 pounds. So you get them in that imaginative state and you can utilize these closing questions. It's pretty exciting, isn't it? Didn't that make sense to you? Couldn't you see yourself doing this? Can you see how this could be an opportunity for you? Sounds to me like you're ready to get started. Actually, a better question than that last one is by when do you think you can get started? Cool, cool. Sounds like me that you're ready to get started. By when do you think you could get started? So you say it just like that. For in terms of duplication, you can check out my video. I'm gonna leave a link in the description for how to duplicate results in your network marketing team. And in that video, I'm gonna get into how to set up 2 different Facebook groups to automate the duplication process. So I get into creating a group for your prospects and then creating a group for your active members and how to transition prospects into active members. All right, guys. Again, I hope you guys got value from this. And if you did, feel free to check out the link in the description and continue your education. Go ahead and click that link, and I'll walk you through and hold your hand and show you how I'm able to generate 10 to 20 red hot leads a day, where some people even sign up into my business on autopilot. I want the same for you. Go ahead and click that link, and I'll show you where I no longer have to hunt down family and friends, blitz at the mall, and do those kind of things. Instead, become the hunted with some modern day marketing techniques. Go ahead and click that link. Hope you guys got value from this, and I'll see you on the other side.